WT Namibia, we love thee. It's a land of diversity. That's where we want to be.
The purpose of this video is to give you an idea of what the volunteer placements are like in Namibia. What makes Namibia such an incredible place is its diversity. You can travel only a few hours and feel that you are in an entirely new culture or country. World Teach Namibia volunteers have placements and experiences as equally as diverse as the country itself. It is because of this that I want to emphasize that these are just examples to show you where volunteers have been placed in the past and give you an idea of what your placement may be like. We try to reach as many areas in Namibia as possible. Therefore, volunteers are spread throughout the country, sometimes 5 miles from the nearest volunteer and sometimes 100 miles. In this video, I will provide general information about the schools you may be teaching in, the type of teaching you will be doing, and the housing that volunteers are accommodated in. I will then show you 4 various examples of volunteer placements. Schools. Our summer volunteers are placed at schools with a need for computer training. World Teach partners with the Ministry of Education and TECNA, a computer literacy initiative, to identify the schools of need. Volunteers can be placed in secondary schools, junior secondary schools, combined schools, and sometimes primary schools. Teaching. Our summer volunteers mainly teach ICT, information and communication technologies. Some volunteers will teach a few grade levels, while others will teach all learners at their school. Many of our volunteers also train teachers on computers during or after school hours. Volunteers will also take on other subjects or involve themselves in extracurricular activities, such as running the library, sports, English club, or any other extramurals. Housing. Many volunteers live in government-provided teacher housing, which are on school grounds or within a short walk to school. In this case, you may have your own bedroom, you may have your own 1-bedroom flat, or you may share a 2- or 3-bedroom house with other Namibian teachers. Most of the placements have running water, although it may not be hot, and they have electricity. There are, though, a few sites that have their own generator and therefore have electricity for a limited number of hours each day. Occasionally, volunteers will stay with a host family. The host family may be headed by a teacher at the host school or just a member of the community who is willing to open his or her home to a volunteer for the benefit of the school, students, and community. Those who stay with host families will have their own rooms with their own bed, desk, chairs, as well as their own stove and fridge.
I'm going into my start menu. all programs. I'm finding, what does it say? Okay, I'm going to open this folder. Now, I see Word, Microsoft Office Word. I don't want to open this one.
Oh yeah, to beginning now. Oh yeah, oh mwende. Oh yeah, to beginning now. Oh yeah, oh
Okay, this is how the game works. There are 4 categories: computer basics, navigating computers, Microsoft Word, and Miss Lisa miscellaneous. Okay. You must do this before you can change the font color, size, or style in Microsoft Word. What do you have to do? The specific thing that you have to do. Talk with your group. Do you know? If you don't know, pass. Okay. You must do this before you can change the font color, size, or style. Correct. Silent. 100 points. So remember, a fancy word when you start a new Microsoft Word is called a document. So you guessed and you got wrong, unfortunately. So it's minus 200. That's okay.
oh yeah, to beginning now. Oh yeah, oh mwende. Oh yeah, to beginning now. Oh yeah, oh mwende. Oh yeah, to beginning now. Oh yeah, oh mwende. Oh yeah, to beginning now. Oh yeah.
Singabayo, Singaba, Singabayo, Singaba,
Singabayo, Singaba. Singabayo, Singaba.
Singaba,
Ambayo tina kulong shaba. Siekaya, Namibia. Singaba, ambayo tina kulong shaba. Siekaya, Namibia. Namibia, 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 Namibia.